to another video. So this video is mainly aimed at new players on launch day, and we're going to be giving some hot tips for any new players coming into the game, especially for operations and PvP. So I've got some footage playing in the background for you to all enjoy. So if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, please do help me get to my big goal of 3,500 subscribers by the end of this year. We're almost there. So right, top tips. So first things first, this is really for new players, but I'm going to talk to existing players that have been around for the 4-day access. So a lot of us have grinded the game out to death, and we've kind of sort of learned some things and some tricks and tips to help you get into the game on your first day of playing Space Marine 2. So for operations, the first thing that I want to talk about is exploration. This is so important. When you get into it, you're going to find things like data slates, which are going to give you some nice little bonuses. You're going to find yourself some gene seeds, and you're going to find yourself some little sort of boosters that are going to help you improve your characters as you progress through the operations and ultimately get your armor sets as well as power. So in operations, you can level your classes, and you can level your perks, and your weapons can get better, and etc, etc. So how you do this is basically by finding these things. So if you are a new player, top tip, take your time, just work through the area methodically, get into all the nooks and crannies. If you're in the jungle levels, you'll see like these vine things hanging down. You can run into them, and sometimes you might find a little hidden area behind, which will have some stuff as well. Also, if you see boxes and crates and things at the side of the map, on the side of the area, roll into them. Hit your B button or your A button, do a little roll, and you'll roll into them and you'll break them, which sometimes can reveal things like armor boosts, extra ammo, extra grenades, and stuff like that. One of the good things as well while you're exploring is you'll find a Guardian cache. This is basically an extra life. So if you do get killed and you do go down, and your opponent and your players in your team or the AI can't get to you to revive you, you can hit the X button and jump back up again. So you kind of have like a little Guardian. You have an extra life. So you have to find these in the map. There's normally a couple of them scattered around. Normally when you're coming up to a boss fight, there's one hidden before it. Now, this is to all of the current players that have been going through early access. Be mindful of the new players coming in, peeps. You know, come on, brothers. We're all been there. We were all there, you know, Thursday last week. We're absolutely having a clue what we're doing. Some people don't really understand how these things work. So rather than just charging off because you've run them multiple times, help your fellow brothers out. Let them explore. Let them find the things. Let them enjoy the levels and the missions that they're in, and just don't blitzkrieg zerg it to the end. So if they have got a new player, take them by the hand and help them. Now, PvP. Okay, so what we're going to talk about is some PvP. First things first, hot tip for PvP. Enjoy it. For certain things and try the classes out and see what you want. Also, one of the biggest things I've noticed today while being playing PvP with some new players, you can't miss them. They're rank 1. They're all looking like Ultramarines. Ultramarines are noobs. This is the case. If you're a Bulwark and you're level 1 and you've never played this game before and you are a Bulwark, your left bumper, your little button above your left trigger, is your block button. You can tank enemy shots. So if you find that you're stuck at a corner and the enemy are on the other side and they're really laying down the hurt and you can't get around that corner, that Bulwark can literally hold his little shield up in front of him and walk out and tank that fire, allowing your fellow players to get in and around them and flank them, or potentially get into a better position where they can lay down their own fire. It's a classic example of winning the firefight, and the Bulwark can definitely help there. If you also have a heavy, and I suggest making sure at least one person in the team picks heavy at all times, because they are 75% of your firepower in your team. They are so important. If you've got a good Bulwark and a good heavy, you can literally interlink their little buffs. The heavy can literally step forward with his Iron Halo and literally start laying down the hurt. And as soon as that turns off, the Bulwark can step forward with it, pump up the shield, and allow that heavy to stand behind him, laying down the hurt while his little buff regenerates. And then they just literally swap around. You can get a good pairing like that. Really, really, really hurts. Two Bulwarks who know what they're doing are a nightmare to deal with. So learn how to do your blocks. If you're playing tactical, combat roll is your friend. You will be smashing that A button, rolling around like a tactical god. I suggest you start learning it. Rolling around corners, getting out of gunfights. You're not the strongest classes. You're gonna get taken down quite quickly. So try to not be in the range of fire, which means rolling out, getting back into cover, allowing your armor and your health to regen, and then get back into the fight as soon as you can. You're not very good at long range, so you're kind of sort of a short range, mid-range fighter, so you kind of want to be in there. Vanguards and snipers, you guys are a pain in everyone's butts, but I'm sure you'll pretty much figure that out. Vanguard especially, where you can really disrupt the enemy by using your harpoons and getting in as well. But more and more, the biggest thing is, like, especially on some of the other maps, like Capture, don't all just hunker down on one objective. Get one objective, maybe leave one or two people behind, and then the others need to be attacking the other objectives. You can't just sit there on one objective. You will literally get smashed and you'll lose two objectives, and you'll constantly always be on the back foot. You need to take one and then try to take the second, and you want to essentially have the fight being on one of the other objectives. Try flanking and everything else. But all in all, basically the big thing is just to have fun and keep an eye out on your currencies. So another top tip for the for new players is currency to get your upgrades. Obviously, you all want your cosmetics, and that is the big name of the game here for Space Marine 2. One of the cool ways that I've found of being able to get your cosmetics really quickly is running operations with friends. You can run operations, get a good, easy win, and you can rack up those wins and get those nice cosmetics that you want, and you get a good chunk of currency while you're doing it. Now, you will probably end up getting slightly more in PvP because you get 25 for a win, I believe, and 15 for a loss. So even if you're losing, you're still earning. Whereas operations, if you don't win, you don't get anything. So, you know, there's a risk-reward type scenario with the operations. PvP is just the grind. So I kind of say do a mix of both. Do a handful of operations, do some PvP, go back to operations, and likewise. You'll soon start noticing that they rank up really quickly. So yeah, that's some top tips. Hopefully everyone is having fun, everyone is enjoying it. I can't wait to see you on the battlefield, brothers. And if you do see me, I'll be in the bright red and yellow quartered scheme of the Howling Griffins. Say hello, give me a wave, shoot me in the face if you're on the enemy team, because I will be hunting you down to shoot you too. And if we all see Chapter Master Valrak, everyone make sure we kill him and teabag his ass. Right. If you haven't yet subscribed to my video, please do so. It really does help. And leave a comment if you are new today and you're looking for more Space Marine content. And check out my other areas like my members and Patreon. And I will catch you all in the next video. Goodbye for now.